What is up, men? Craig James here. On Twitter at Masculine Design, the blog masculinebydesign.com. I want to talk to you this morning about living for the acceptance of others. Specifically, to stop living for the acceptance of others. You'll see this problem today where men feel like they have to toe the line. They have to say the things that their tribe, their group are all saying. They have to be accepted. And that means governing their lives so that they never rock the boat. They never say something that might draw the ire of somebody they respect, somebody they like, somebody they want to like them, somebody they want to accept them. And this has a lot of consequences, not the least of which is an afflicted conscience. While it's nice to have other people like you, while it's nice to be accepted by others, whatever benefit you may gain from that always comes at a much higher cost of you failing to live authentic to your desires, your beliefs, and your convictions. Now, we can go about that in a way that doesn't necessarily come off as malicious. We can be gentle and we can be kind in the way that we deliver truth and the way that we share our convictions, and I think that we should for the most part. There is a time to be brash. Some men need to hear a brash word. Some men need to be hit in the face with truth. Sometimes a gentle word doesn't break through the facade that they have that's preventing that word from getting through. But what I'm really tired of seeing is men simply going along to get along. And it's really a disservice to all the people around them. So many men exist in this echo chamber of similar groupthink. They can't step outside of it and think for themselves. Or if they do think for themselves and they draw a different conclusion, they don't share it. They won't bring themselves to share it because they're scared of what other men might think of them. We have to stop worrying about what other men think of us. We need to worry about what we think of ourselves. And if we have a standard that we want to live to and that we know will bring greater value to our lives by doing so, then we need to pursue that. If other people get mad about it, if it upsets others, if somebody gets upset because you are sharing your authentic beliefs, that is not somebody you need to be concerned with. That is not a friend. That is not a partner. That is not somebody who truly has your best interests in mind. You know, as I've made this shift here back to Masculine by Design, I've been talking a lot more about faith-based matters. You know, Hunter, my boy, my partner, he's been completely supportive of me. Completely. Now, I don't know what he might think or say behind closed doors. I have to believe it's the same thing he says to me in person. He is completely supportive of what I'm doing. He understands that this is a conviction that I have deep within my spirit that I have to get out there. He may not agree with all of it, but he supports me. That is what a friend does. Guys who come at you, and they start bad-mouthing you, and they say things that don't come off as having your best interest in mind, these aren't people you need to be concerned with. And that's the problem, is that most of the men that other men are trying to please today are men who don't care about them. They don't have their best interests in mind. They care about themselves, that's it. They accept you as long as you are towing the line, as long as you are saying the things that benefit them and their message and their mission. And the second you step out of line, those men will throw you to the wayside. That's fine. That separates the wheat from the chaff. You don't need to worry about it. Stop being so afraid of being yourself. The opinions, the thoughts of men are fickle. They really are. They change on a minute-by-minute basis. You know, I'm reminded of Jesus going into Jerusalem. Going into Jerusalem a few days before he is crucified, riding on an ass, on a donkey. And the crowds are just praising him, shouting Hosanna, a word that has extreme adoration attached to it. These people are expressing the highest of praises that they can lay on Jesus as he's riding into Jerusalem. Thousands of people probably. These same people, a few days later, when Jesus drew the condemnation of the right people who were in positions of influence, the same people are sitting there shouting, "Crucify him, crucify him." If you think men today are any different, you think people today are any different, you're wrong. You have to live for you. Stop living to please others. Stop living for the acceptance of others. It doesn't get you anywhere. It only sets you back. It only keeps you from unleashing more of your potential on the world. It only keeps you from sharing the value that you have been uniquely created to give with other men, because you're trying to speak and act like other men. You're trying to speak and act in ways that will make other men accept you. That's not how you achieve your potential in this world. That's not how you live a life of contentment. If you want to keep living for the acceptance of others, so be it. I've given you my way of warning you to help you see the truth. And I hope that you take it, brothers, because I have lived that way. Even now, there are temptations to do that a lot. Something I might think to tweet, and I'm like, somebody might not like what I'm going to say, because I know that that's going to maybe convict them, somebody that I respect. It doesn't matter. I have to say it. Again, you say it in a way that is truthful, that is honest, that is in alignment with your conviction. It doesn't have to be malicious, but you say it. You can't hold back. When men hold back to be authentic, when they hold back to share truth, the whole world around them, their entire sphere of influence is impacted, and it is not a positive impact. That's all I have, men. If you have any comments, leave them below. Subscribe so you can be notified as I post new videos. I'll be doing this on a regular basis, using my drive time to and from work to add value to your lives, and hopefully that value leads to action on your part. That value that I impart to you becomes value in your life, and then hopefully you turn around and translate that value into something that you can give to others as well. So subscribe so you can get access to these videos as I post them. You can sign up for my newsletter at masculinebydesign.com/newsletter. I send out emails that are a little different than what I post on YouTube. Sometimes I just send out an email to let you know about what I'm up to, new content that I've posted. We got a new podcast coming out here on Tuesday. Look for that. That's with PD Mangan. It's going to be a great discussion. Actually, we had it last night, but for you guys to listen to and learn how to live in such a way that you are exhibiting masculine excellence with your health, with your physique, by feeding and training your body for success. So you'll want to check that out when that comes out. And finally, don't forget to check out the Fraternity of Excellence at fraternityofexcellence.com. That is a group of men who are committed to giving value to one another by being honest, by being truthful. And if there's one thing that I've seen inside of that group that Hunter and I are leading, is that men are not afraid in there to give a harsh rebuke to guys when they need it. When guys are slipping up, the men inside of there let them know about it, and that causes them to correct course a lot sooner than what might happen if you didn't have those men by your side to correct you and to admonish you when needed. So I believe that is something every man needs in his life. If you don't have that in your life, you want to check that out. Again, that's at fraternityofexcellence.com. So that's it. Again, I'm on Twitter at Masculine Design. Check me out there. Until next time, this is Craig James. I am out.